Hey, this is Rude Dog coming to you. It's what day is it today? I think it's Thursday. I was having problems with my my Galaxy 959 CB radio that I got in the truck in my FT50. So I took it down to the radio shop and they did a little work to it. Got it back, so I was testing it out. So I made this video. There is a hill about 4.5 miles away from me. Okay, it's about 1,200 feet, 1,267. I've got it on the video, and let's see. And where my home is, it's 330 feet above sea level. Okay. So I left the radio on in the Bronco, set at channel 15, and drove out to the top of the hill to see how good the signal's coming out. In between my home and the hill that I went and parked on top of, it's kind of a hilly terrain. It goes up and down like that, and let's see. So that's all this is about. I just went up there. You'll hear me talking to myself. That's all I'm talking to. Talking to my camera, actually, back here at the house. So, once I'm at the top of the hill, you'll hear me talking. That's at the beginning of the video. I'm running this, and I change it out to a 5-footer. Similar design, but it's a Fire Stick brand. This is a Wilson brand. I'm going to run my old Fire Stick on there. And then I'm going to head on home. So I'm going to go from a 1,200 foot elevation. I'm going to go down. I'm going to be rolling through the hills. And at a certain point, I really come out nice and loud. And that's when I get through the hills there. I break through the hills, stop, pick up a couple beers, and I end up coming back home. Hey, Rude Dog, you got a copy? Check out your meter. See how many pounds it hit you with. I'm going to switch over. From the 6-foot, down to the 5-footer, and let's see if it makes any difference. Copy that? I'm talking on the 6-foot Wilson right now, the Wilson silver load. I'm going to switch over to the 5-foot Fire Stick, and we'll see. Make a note of how many pounds I'm hitting with. Well, I'll talk to you when I get home. Alright, Rude Dog, you standing by? Hey, Rude Dog, you standing by? Alright, I'm all switched over. I got the, right now I'm running the 5-footer. 5-foot Fire Stick. Make a note of that, and where we're at when I get there. Talk to you in a few. I'm on my way. I'm rolling. Alright, coming up on Shadow Oak. Copy that? I'm coming up on Shadow Oak right now. I'm looking up there. Crossed over the intersection. Oh, I just crossed Workman High School. I forgot to tell you. Workman High School. I'm going to make a little U-turn here. Not a U-turn. I'm going to make a little detour. Stop and get a couple cold ones. Want one? It doesn't really matter if you want one or not, so I'm going to drink them all anyway, right? Alright, got the beer. I'm back on the road here. I'm at La Puente Park. La Puente Park. I'll see you in Timbo. Got that? I'll see you in Timbo. It's like I'm 5 minutes away. Just hang in there. One thing I want you to check out or listen for, besides the signal strength, because I'm going to show you the meter. It'll show the signal strength. But listen to my my modulation. for those of you who don't know anything about CB radios or new to CB radios, modulation is your audio level. Okay, too much audio level and you'll start distorting. Okay, so that's the whole idea behind a power microphone, is to get louder audio. Okay, more modulation. But there's a point, there's a cutoff point where too much modulation you start distorting, just like anything else. So,
yeah, I was over checking out a brand new Rubicon. Brand new 4-door Jeep Rubicon. The sticker price was $37,000. I couldn't believe it. That thing's huge. That thing's the size of my Bronco. Maybe just a hair smaller, but it's pretty damn big. Well, yeah, then it has the base price amount listed on there too. The base price is $32,000. It's outrageous for a freaking Jeep. I'll stick with my old Bronco. It's got a good old 5.8 V8 351. It's got a Detroit locker in the rear, and it's got a limited slip in the front, and 35-inch tires, and it's paid for. Shit. You want to get an amen on that?
okay, so if you watch this video, I'm going to start at 4.5 miles away on top of a hill. The reaction was, man, my audio isn't very loud. I'm getting a fairly good reading on the meter here, but my audio isn't very loud. But as I get closer, I'm starting at 4.5 and I'm going through the hills, and I get closer to home, my audio is actually getting louder. My carrier is getting louder. My carrier, which is my signal, which is registering on the meter here as you're watching the video, is actually getting louder. And as I finally get home to my driveway, I'm about 20 feet away from the Bronco, which has a camera in it and is recording this whole thing. That's a point where my audio is actually really loud. It's pegging the needle in there, and I'm thinking that same thing's happening when I'm going off-roading and I'm in a group. We're convoying, and we got 5 or 6 vehicles, and we're in a line, and we're actually sometimes closer than 20 feet apart. And I'm thinking, well, maybe I need to turn down the power on the Galaxy. The Galaxy actually has a power control knob on it. Okay. Now, you heard me from 4 miles away to about a half mile away. Now I'm pulling in my driveway and I'm like 20 feet away. Now listen to how overpowering my radio sounds when we're that close.
Alright, come on, driveway. That's me out there. Alright, come on the driveway. That's me out there. Alright, come on the driveway. That's me out there.
Think about this. Next time I go off-roading and we're actually in a little convoy and everybody's 20, 30, 40 feet away, less than a half mile at least, and adjust my radio accordingly, because I know the other people have no idea what's going on. If they don't know anything about radios,